Okay, so welcome back. This is lesson two, building confidence and professionalism and product knowledge for customer trust. I trust that you were able to utilize our first lesson, and you are back for another engaging opportunity to understand how you can build your confidence and professionalism so that this ultimately helps to deliver a service that is not just quality. And so in this lesson we are going to focus on how you can utilize strategies for enhancing your confidence and professionalism, and of course your product knowledge, so that you can really help build a lasting relationship with your clients. And we also will explore how communication is a key element of building confidence and trust with our customers. So let's dive in. Confidence, professionalism, and your technical expertise are essential for building trust and credibility within your agri business. And this professionalism ultimately begins with a strong first impression, including your appearance, your punctuality to the work site, and how clearly you can communicate with various types of customers. Now, we have already explored some situations of friction and how you can proactively approach each situation and turn those situations into opportunities. And you can really use your professionalism, particularly with how you approach every job, using that positive mindset of shifting your interactions from just purely transactional to sort of solution based, because these kind of interactions create the best and most memorable experiences for our customers, and then customers trust the experiences that they remember as memorable ones that brought them the best results from the interaction. So while you can use your charisma and your smile and your friendly tone of voice, you will still need to have strong product and technical knowledge, so that your this ability to confidently explain product can mean and translate into you being able to recommend the best solutions. And that reinforces Bloombox's company expertise and leadership as the best on the market. So while you're interacting, sorry, with customers, I would recommend that you try to use a caring, courteous communication model to help elevate your communication results. Now, that would incorporate you using positive body language, but also using your vocal intonation for greater engagement and, of course, better results. So, use an active voice when you're speaking with your customers, and try to remove that temptation to use the upswing at the end of your sentences when you're in discussions, because that upswing can lead to you sort of unintentionally asking a question, and that can make you seem more uncertain. Now, in various industries, there will be certain expectations that you need to set so that you can deliver the service standards that your customers expect. So, for example, there might be an expectation if you walk into a salon that there might be, or barber shop, that there might be hair on the floor. And if you walk into a mechanic shop, you expect oil. However, in a quality service organization, you must also focus on establishing a set of clear expectations for consistently delivering certain standards. So, I'm going to share with you some key considerations that you can use to really help you maintain your service delivery standards, particularly at Bloombox, where you are competing in an agribusiness. So, the first key or essential element that I want to speak to is building your professionalism and trust on the basis of signals of professionalism. So this begins with, that moment where you first engage your customer. Your polished appearance, your punctuality, the respectful communication style and tone that you use really helps to build trust. I want you to think back to your first meeting with a farmer or prospective customer, and think about the way that you present yourself and how it reflects Bloombox standards, or how it can either build or break a long-term relationship. So in our face-to-face activities during our in-class discussions, we discussed a call-out scenario where one of our technicians used language which was perceived by our customer as a negative first impression, and that basically influenced that customer's perception of our entire sales team. So as we reflect on our in-person training and some of the signals of unprofessionalism that we identified, what I want you to think about is what really makes a strong positive first impression, so that you can share, and feel free to share your thoughts in the discussion area below for this unit. What attire, what greeting, what communication style are you using? What are you saying that might be triggering some kind of contextual element in the conversation for your customer? Are there things that you need to consider that are maybe gender sensitive, or there might be some experience or lack of experience that you have that may lead you to give signals of unprofessionalism? And don't be afraid to discuss some of the signals of unprofessionalism. So, with your team, with your supervisors, internally as a Bloombox team, so that we can avoid some of those pitfalls in our career, as we're helping our customers, and us also for us to get better because we're learning from doing. The next principle that I want to share with you is the power of positive thinking in our service and sales interaction, and how that way of thinking can influence the way that we speak and the transactions, so that we have a situation where our transactions are more solution focused. So we recalled in our in-person training discussions on managing difficult clients. Any feedback from a client is a golden opportunity. There is so much that a client can share with us, and we should not be looking at these as complaints. If we really think about the power of an active feedback loop in the bigger sense of the world, particularly in a digital world where people are paying millions to hear from their customers and the customers of their competitors, you should embrace every opportunity to provide a positive perspective or to educate your customers. So, for example, if your customer complained or provided feedback about the smell of your workspace, maybe you're using fertilizer products and they think it smells. This is a perfect opportunity to educate your customer on the good content of that product, which is the result of the smell, and how that can be a signal that the produce is the best because it will result in bigger yields, because the smell indicates that this content is what is needed, and that there are some active ingredients that would be useful for your your crops and their crops. So this is always the way that we should approach feedback. It's an opportunity to turn some of our touch points with our customers into repeat opportunities, but our perspective and positivity must be one where we are open to embrace those opportunities, so that when they come, we can work on influencing a positive outcome, and also help our customers to really reframe their thinking. So brainstorm this with your team, so that you can look for any difficult customer interaction that you've had in the past 3 to 6 months, and look for ways that as a team we can maintain a positive attitude even in those tough situations. I will share 10 prompts that our sales professionals and agri-sales technicians here at Bloombox can use to overcome difficult situations by upselling to customers or providing opportunities for educating them. In this third principle, know your drill, I want to speak to product and technical knowledge. You see, every time we know our product, this allows us to recommend tailored solutions with confidence. Staff confidence grew when they possess strong product and technical knowledge. During our face-to-face training, we explored a real-life example of how product expertise can turn inquiries into sales And some of the challenges that we face during those interactions can become opportunities for future sales. So think about how well you know your products, how well you know the fertilizers, the irrigation systems, the gardening tools, and try to explain these benefits. Try to understand the best usage, and think about the specific needs, and are you ready to offer those solutions that align with the specific needs of your customers. The most practical tip I can provide you on improving your product knowledge is through you continuously learning, asking questions, and using available resources, including any industry trends, internal communication that you may have gotten from management, or you may just reflect on how you can enhance previous technical skills and apply it. In the discussion area, I want you to share your product knowledge by choosing one product you feel very confident about and explaining that product, and see if you can work with your supervisors to provide you with any additional information so that you can be an expert guide for your customers. The final principle is effective communication through body language and a vocal tone. Non-verbal cues enhance trust and can very often communicate more than our words will. So that's why, as service professionals, we are always asked to proactively use a caring communication model. Now, in this style of communication, we should be clear and concise so that we can avoid misinterpretations. I always say, keep our communication concise. And that means the objective is really to focus on the end goal for that customer, providing them with accurate information while maintaining our courteousness and professionalism. Additionally, effective communication goes truly beyond words, because our body language, our facial expressions, and the posture that we use can convey our confidence and assertiveness. Remember, we want to not only genuinely smile with steady eye contact and be open in our reassurance to our customers, but we also want to come across as experts in this field of agri technicians, and being able to use our tone as experts with information is going to be crucial to us being able to build trust with our customers. So I would recommend that we be concise while also being conscious of how we sound, speak clearly and calmly with a moderate pace so that we can ensure that our customers feel heard but also respected. In our role at Bloombox, where expert and knowledge on agriculture and gardening is our foundation, our communication should always offer opportunities to share knowledge, valuable information, and of course solutions. So whether we're recommending a product and we're addressing concerns, our tone should reflect that expertise and our willingness to help our customers. I want to encourage you to avoid using the upswing when we are making statements, because we want to sound like we are authoritative and not that we are intentionally asking questions. So don't use the upswing where we bring up words like I just did, but we use the downswing in an active voice so that we can really drive that assertive and convey confidence in our solutions. As I bring this module to an end, we will explore through our case studies and the activities that we will focus on in module 2 to really speak about the art of caring communication, which is to be specific, to be concise, to be accurate, and to be objective, but also to be courteous in how we address our customers. And we will really focus on case studies that can really help us to apply the information of how we can build our confidence and professionalism so that we can deliver accurate product knowledge and enhance the trust that our customers have. So thank you so much. This is Unit 2, and I look forward for connecting for a final lesson in this series of Sell More Stuff, Meet More Customers.